I finally made time to test drive the Juniper Model Y. I've driven a few Highlands in the past, and I wanted to drive this for a couple reasons. One is how well FSD 13 is doing on hardware 4. I upgraded my 2019 Model 3 to take the Highland suspension, and it's a wonderful upgrade. Like I said, I've test driven the Highland twice now, and I want to see how the Y compares to those suspensions. And finally, because Robotaxi is rolling out, again, let's just see how the state of FSD is doing today. I identified 4 issues: missed turn, got on the wrong side of the road at one point making a left turn. It materialized a stop sign that did not exist, and it had a parking issue. So I'm going to show you those 4 issues back to back, and then I'm going to just do the entire unedited 1 hour drive that I got to do on the Model Y. So the first part with those best clips runs about 5.5 minutes, and after that, if you want to watch the whole clip, it's there for you to enjoy. Okay, let's get to it. Up to the Summit Mall here and make another route after that. Nothing too difficult here. I know I have to get into the left lane, and in a few seconds, the turn signal comes on. I assume, I'm not looking at the screen, I assume that turn signal is trying to get into the left lane to make the upcoming left turn at the traffic light, but it's going to make a right turn here. So we'll see the right turn signal come on in a second. I think it's trying to make a left turn, but why it's making a right here means to make a left is a mystery to me.
Now your destination is on the left.
So it's missed, yeah, so it's slowed down. It basically missed the turn. So now that's going to zip in here to the right and probably turn around.
In 500 feet, turn right onto West Market Street. Then your destination will be on the left.
Yeah, so Robotaxi ready, missed the turn. That was a pretty easy left turn to make. So it's still trying to figure out how it's going to get there. Now here it'd have to cut across a couple of lanes and get to that right turn lane. That'd be pretty aggressive right here. There's cars coming. Okay, it's not going to go. It's good. There's zipping here. After this truck, I have a go. After this red truck right from me, it can go. And it's going to go for it. Oh boy.
Now your destination is on the left.
The booms from the back are still there. Like, that was a pretty good curb drop. So we'll make a right here. Alright, it did get us here. It screwed up getting in the lane early enough. So I'm going to take over here and put a new destination in.
Now turn left onto Brookwell Drive.
Okay, after maybe this Bronco might go for it here. Okay, that's safe. That's a good turn. It's human like I would have done that same turn.
Now turn left.
Alright, so I'm kind of crossed over into the, I'm in the wrong side of the road essentially. I crossed over that line. This was on a turn lane there.
In 500 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Alright, thinks that was a stop sign there. That splash, there was not a stop sign there. And I thought it was a stop sign. So I think I found 3 instances in my half an hour drive so far.
Now you have arrived at your destination.
Alright, can you park? What are you going to do? I think you're just going to come here and stop. Okay. Let's just go right near that car there. Oh, I know where. Let's go to Vacaro's. Navigate to Vacaro's restaurant. Right.
In 500 feet, turn left onto North Cleveland-Massillon Road.
Right. Oh, see it right. You can get out right here. Which way is it going to go? Is it going to take me all the way around? There's an exit maybe up here. All right, where's it going to go? Can it make... Okay, yeah, I can come out this way. All right, that's fine. I probably just would have gone up to the light, but it's going to go up here, make a left. Stuttering here. Okay, I don't know why.
Now turn left onto North Cleveland-Massillon Road.
All right, we would have had a traffic light up here. Now we're going to have to make an unprotected left here. One car left. 2 cars will go for it. And it's going to wait, which is fine. The car now has its signal on, which it didn't before. It's waiting for it to probably see it turning, and we're off. A little slow, unsure coming out of here. Not incredibly confident.
Now your destination is on the left.
Vacaro's. And we are here. Oh, is it going to park for the first time? Wait, what's it going to do? Hey, it's finally going to park. Alright, is it going to make it? Not quite into the lane. Okay, it's going to readjust. And now we've parked in a handicap spot. It parked, but in a handicap spot. So I'm not sure how to grade that one. All right. This is the full hour-long test drive in the Highland Model 3, running FSD version 13.2.9. Navigate to Summit Mall.
Now turn left onto Springside Drive.
We got the fans blowing full speed, but we are doing a test drive. The Model Y Juniper, first test drive for me in it. First drive, hardware 4.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Medina Road.
Beta.
Now turn right onto Medina Road.
Also testing the suspension on this car. I have a 2019 Model 3, and I upgraded and put the Highland suspension on that car. Curious to see how this ride compares to that ride. I have a buddy that has a new Juniper. He had a same year Model 3 as I did, and he didn't upgrade his Model 3 to the Highland suspension, but he kind of feels like that this is still a little maybe firm, maybe not as good as the Highland suspension. I did have a loaner 2020 Model Y a couple months ago. That was my first experience driving a Y longer than just a demo drive, and come to appreciate the road tripping nature of the Y in terms of cargo space, higher seating. I still don't think the Y is as much fun to drive as the 3, but I think the utilitarian nature of the 3 is better, probably better for most people. But still, the 3 is more fun, I think. So we're in FSD beta. We are in standard mode. Feeling some of these bumps. Definitely it's more refined and better than the Model Y and better than my old Model 3 with the regular suspension. Handling bumps pretty well. I just off the bat think that my 3 Highland suspension is handling it better. Of course, I have 18-inch arrows, and I have some Lexani tires on there, which are inexpensive tires, but really handle road bumps, and they're a fantastic tire for the price. And when I put those tires on after replacing the OEM tires, I was shocked how good they were, and just felt like I have a whole new suspension just from those tires alone. So, but I've been really impressed with Highland suspension on those tires on the Model 3. It's like a game changer. So far, FSD's been flawless. We'll go up to the Summit Mall here and make another route after that. Nothing too difficult here.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Just gotta get over here.
Now your destination is on the left.
So it's missed, yeah, so it's slowed down. It basically missed the turn. So now that's going to zip in here to the right and probably turn around.
In 500 feet, turn right onto West Market Street. Then your destination will be on the left.
Yeah, so Robotaxi ready, missed the turn. That was a pretty easy left turn to make. So it's still trying to figure out how it's going to get there. Now here it'd have to cut across a couple of lanes and get to that right turn lane. That'd be pretty aggressive right here. There's cars coming. Okay, it's not going to go. It's good. There's zipping here. After this truck, I have a go. After this red truck right from me, it can go. And it's going to go for it. Oh boy.
Now your destination is on the left.
The booms from the back are still there. Like, that was a pretty good curb drop. So we'll make a right here. Alright, it did get us here. It screwed up getting in the lane early enough. So I'm going to take over here and put a new destination in.
In 500 feet, turn right onto West Market Street. In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
All right, so navigate to Wiltshire Road.
Now turn right onto Ghent Road.
All right, re-engage here. We're going to head for a really bad road to test out the suspension a little bit. We're going to make a right here, should make a left. Clear to the left, should go. And we should be making a left up here.
Now turn left onto West Market Street.
Try the ventilated seats. Let's turn the cool up on these seats, see how these feel. So there's some bumps back here that I think were a little rough still. I'm going to have to compare those to my Model 3, but I don't think those were handled nearly as well as my Model 3 now with Highlands. Smash would have handled those. So I think the ride's better. The other thing I found interesting is they didn't put that little door jamb thing that sticks out.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto North Wheaton Road.
I wonder why they didn't add that to this car, but they added it to the Model 3. So it's unfortunate that the Model 3 doesn't have the front camera. I think that's going to be necessary.
Now turn left onto North Wheaton Road. Now turn right onto Wiltshire Road.
Cross traffic doesn't go to stop, so it should be able to see, I think. Seat feels good. I like the heated or the cooled seats. It's pretty nice. In terms of black and white interior, somewhat agnostic. I think the white feels better. It cannot seat to the right. It's got to creep up. Now I can probably see. There's bushes to the right there, so they did a good job of creeping. Kind of getting into the worst section of Wiltshire here. It's a concrete road that has a lot of still got a little bit of rumble in the back right from some hard bumps.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
I don't want to take over. I don't want to turn here, so I'm going to take over.
Now your destination is on the left.
End this trip. Navigate to Tesla Service Center.
In 500 feet, turn right onto West Market Street. Now turn right onto West Market Street.
If it creeps up, it can probably see. It's blocked by a car to the left. So B pillar should now have visibility. Maybe after this Subaru it'll go. There's traffic in the left lane though. It's going to go now. Okay, that's a good decision. Huh. and really stuttered there. It's like,
In
oh,
500
I'm going to stop. No, I'm
turn
not going to
left onto
stop.
South
Then it
Frank
proceeded.
Boulevard.
Yeah, those railroad tracks, that
Now
would have
turn left
been,
onto South Frank Boulevard.
I think, much smoother on my 3 now with the new suspension. So this is not nearly as good as the Highland suspension, is my impressions.
Now turn left onto South Frank Boulevard. In 500 feet, turn left onto White Pond Drive. Now turn left onto White Pond Drive.
To me, it just doesn't, it's not soaking up the bumps like it does in the Highland, the new version, or my suspension. It still feels rougher to me. These have the 19-inch wheels on it, this car. This is the stock dual motor. Okay, so 45, 46, so good tire pressure. I think we're hogging the lane here. We should be further over to the right.
In 500 feet, turn right to take the Interstate 77 North Ramp. Now turn right to take the Interstate 77 North Ramp.
Alright, let's look for wind noise here. I haven't really thought about that yet, but I hear nothing. I think I'm hearing a little bit of wind noise in my left head a little bit. I'm only going 58. Go a little faster here, see if we get some. I mean, it's definitely better. I got a little bit of wind noise in my Model 3. This is just the teeniest bit maybe of that, but that's it. But it's there a little bit. It's not completely silent. exit to get off.
In 1 mile, take exit 135 on the right onto Clevemas Road, then keep left at the fork.
We have a roundabout up here we'll go through, and a continuous right on red. See how that handles it. It's a little bit of a windy day out, but it's not as silent as I had hoped it might be in terms of wind noise. Everything else says. Now I know there are model-to-model variations. I've driven a bunch of 3s, and S's, and several Y's, and everything is different.
Now take exit 135 on the right.
Sometimes it's luck of the draw if you're going to get good wind noise, bad wind
500
noise.
feet, keep left at the fork.
Bunch of different things on a Tesla, maybe any car, but
Now keep left at the fork. In 500 feet, turn right onto South Cleveland-Massillon Road.
Alright, this is a continuous,
now turn right onto South Cleveland-Massillon
continuous
Road.
right on red. Now it has a lead car, which in my car has seemed to be helped in the past by having that.
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Good and smooth, but roundabouts have been good. Navigate to Aldi. Let's make it go to Aldi. Let's see if I can park. Can I go to Aldi and park? What's it doing now? And let's see what version we're on anyhow. So we are on, I kind of think we're on the latest. So this is 13.2.9 is the version that we're on. I assume that's the latest, but I'm a plebeian peasant in version 12, so I don't keep up, but I think that's the latest.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Brookwell Drive. Now turn left onto Brookwell Drive.
Okay, after maybe this Bronco might go for it here. Okay, that's safe. That's a good turn. Human like I would have done that same turn.
Now turn left.
Alright, so I'm kind of crossed over into the, I'm in the wrong side of the road essentially. I crossed over that line. This was on a turn lane there.
In 500 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Alright, thinks that was a stop sign there. That splash, there was not a stop sign there. And I thought it was a stop sign. So I think I found 3 instances in my half an hour drive so far.
Now you have arrived at your destination.
Alright, can you park? What are you going to do? I think you're just going to come here and stop. Okay. Let's just go right near that car there. Let's go to Lowe's. Navigate to Lowe's. All right. Yeah, if this obviously cannot be the Austin version of Robotaxi that they're running, because I just this is not going to cut it for Robotaxi. There has to be a different version.
Now turn left onto South Cleveland Massillon Road.
Check out that old Pontiac over there, if you can see it on the camera. Can we see that Pontiac? Just to the right there. It's kind of a cool old Firebird, maybe? I'm not a car expert. In terms of smoothness, FSD has been, very smooth. But, like I said, I've encountered several issues just on this short drive. So everybody's having these amazing no intervention drives. Well, they weren't so much interventions, but it actually got me there. The first time it got me there at the mall, it missed the turn, but it made it there. It stopped at that stop sign, didn't intervene, but it saw a stop sign that wasn't there. So, all right, we got the yellow light or the green lights. Oh, and it got in the wrong lane back there too, didn't it? That turn lane. So that was another bad one. Oh man, it really seems to be hugging this left lane more so than being centered. It's gotta come up here and make a left into Lowe's.
In 500 feet, turn left. Now turn left.
Maybe we should recreate this drive with my Highland. Sorry. I want to see my Highland Model 3, my faux Highland Model 3, my 2019 Model 3 with hardware 3. Alright, gets me to Lowe's, and
in 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
I see a Highland Model 3 over there, dual motors, pulling out with the Quicksilver, and it's got new tags on it. So I guess parking isn't a thing, right? It just comes here and...
Now your destination is on the left.
Okay, now what? You're going to... Alright, now it wants me to take over. So again, no parking. Okay. Isn't it pulling in from people's driveways and doing all that kind of stuff I've been hearing? Alright, got a Model Y to my left. We need a new destination to go somewhere. We've got to be back in about 20 minutes. So let's go. Let me pull out of the way here. Pull up the map here. Let's take us the long way home, maybe. So let's see. Gent Road. Let's go to Gent. Oh, I know where. Let's go to Vacaro's. Navigate to Vacaro's restaurant. Right.
In 500 feet, turn left onto North Cleveland-Massillon Road.
Right. Oh, see, right, you can get out right here. Which way is it going to go? Is it going to take me all the way around? There's an exit maybe up here. All right, where's it going to go? Can it make... Okay, yeah, I can come out this way. All right, that's fine. I probably just would have gone up to the light, but it's going to go up here, make a left. Stuttering here. Okay, I don't know why.
Now turn left onto North Cleveland-Massillon Road.
All right, we would have had a traffic light up here. Now we're going to have to make an unprotected left here. One car left. Like 2 cars will go for it. And it's going to wait, which is fine. The car has its signal on, which it didn't before. It's waiting for it to probably see it turning, and we're off. A little slow, unsure coming out of here. Not incredibly confident. Speed seems pretty good. I know I'm having speed problems on my Model 3. We're to 40, it's 42. I got a 15% offset on this right now.
In 1,000 feet, bear right.
Alright. Is this a back way to Vacaro's I don't know about?
Now bear right.
Got a speed bump here, slowing down for. Got another speed bump here. See, this is a back way to this restaurant. I didn't know that was here, and the car found it. Golly, as Gomer would say.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
I'm sure everybody that drives themselves stops for that stop sign like we did.
Now your destination is on the left.
Vacaro's. And we are here. Oh, is it going to park for the first time? Wait, what's it going to do? Hey, it's finally going to park. Alright, is it going to make it? Not quite into the lane. Okay, it's going to readjust. And now we've parked in a handicap spot. It parked, but in a handicap spot. So I'm not sure how to grade that one. All right, so let's go to our next. We gotta go back to the Tesla Service Center here. All right. So let's let's go. Navigate to the Tesla Service Center. All right, here we go. All right, we're engaged.
Now turn right onto Ghent Road.
I might take over and force it to go a longer way. Which way is it going to go here? It wants to go 77 south, which I don't really want to go that way. So I'm going to take over. And I'm going to nudge out here. I'm going to go straight and make it go on surface streets to get there.
Now turn left onto North Cleveland Massillon Road.
No, I don't want to go that way.
Now turn right onto Ghent Road.
Wait.
Now turn left onto North Cleveland Massillon Road.
Once we get past this traffic light up here, I'll re-engage, and then that should put us on the path that I want to go.
Now turn right to take the Interstate 77 south ramp.
Sorry, we're not going that way. Okay. This is a 40-mile-an-hour road, so I'm going, I guess we're going to go 45 maybe? See if we can get to 45. There's 45. So speeds seem better here than in what's doing in Hardware 3.
Turn right onto Smith Road.
Thinking out loud, if I had to, today, I had to choose between the Model 3 Highland and the Model Y Juniper, what would I choose? Man, that's a tough decision, just because I think if this has the front camera, I think the Highland's going to need it. I like the egress and ingress of the Model Y. Model 3, as I said earlier, is still probably more fun to drive. I don't know, that would be like a tough decision to make. Still think this doesn't handle road potholes, bad roads as well as I had hoped it would. I thought it'd be much more like the Highland. We just did our first big road trip for us. Well, not big road trip.
Now turn right onto Smith Road.
Did a Ohio to Buffalo trip over a weekend, and that was the first time on the new Highland suspension, and it was really good. Made a huge difference in the comfort of the drive. So I don't know. I'd maybe flip a coin. I would probably be leaning to the Model 3. Honestly, but
In 1,000 feet, bear right onto West Market Street.
Everything's been really smooth, though. I think
Now bear right onto West Market Street.
I've test driven 2 Highland models, and one of them had a rattle in the door, which is easy to fix. One had a rattle in the back right that, gosh, I can't remember what it was now. It was kind of a strange one. People have run across the few, but this one seems, I don't know, it seems more boomy when you hit bad ones. The Highland Model 3, the new one, seems much more refined. It seems to handle bad roads better. Part of it might be that it's on 18-inch tires rather than 19. Has something to do with it, I'm sure. But like here, I got these little humps in the road. Now this is definitely handling it better than a Model Y would have in the old Model 3. It's just more of the bigger expansion joints and some of the potholes I wish it handled better than I had anticipated.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Springside Drive. Now turn left onto Springside Drive. In 500 feet, turn right.
I think the car feels more bouncy. The 3, even mine, and the Highland feels more planted in terms of like.
Now turn right.
I'm gonna disengage here and come around the block. I've got a few minutes to go. Yeah, this just feels like I'm feeling the bumps more than I am with the other car, the Model 3s. It's got some giddy up and go though. Dual motor, man. Give it a few punches here. I have a rear-wheel drive long-range Model 3, and it does not have the. Whoa! Like that, man, I feel that in my stomach. Yeah, it's got some pull to it. Let's go back to the Tesla Service Center.
In 1,000 feet, bear right onto Springside Drive.
So let's wrap it up, I guess. I think I'm just going to post the entire unedited drive. No one told anybody watches these drives. You can skip around. Maybe for the few people that might enjoy it, but I don't know. I'm going to say I was kind of looking forward to.
In 500 feet, turn left.
A more Highland-like Model 3 and the Y. Definitely, it's better than the old Model Y, no doubt about it. Not as good as I'd hoped it would be
now
in terms
left.
of the drive, handling bumps, things like that. A little more boomy in the back than I would have liked still. But definitely an improvement for sure over the
Now your destination is on the left.
2020 Model 3 that I got to drive for about 500 miles on a weekend. FSD did okay in terms of smoothness. It still made a bunch of errors. In a pretty short drive. I was kind of surprised the number of issues I had pop up. So again, we figure we have a different version of the Robotaxi software, and they've probably been mapping the hell out of it. But I still think there's some ways to go for FSD version 13. So thanks for coming along on this test drive. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later.